Welcome team, what's going on? How are we today? Hopefully you're all doing well. This is only going to be a short stream today. I've had a little bit later start. How is everybody? Honestly, relatively quiet this week. We haven't had a huge amount going on. But it's not necessarily a bad thing, so... How is everyone? Is everyone well? I hope you're all good. Pretty clean run on GU yesterday. It's pretty clean. Is anyone taking any trades today? Let me know what you're looking at. So right now, we're seeing on here, price action is consolidating slightly. We traded down to the low and then we've had a pretty solid push back from there. Now, we have a couple of options. We either do this, so either run down, take out some lows, pull back, and then travel lower again, or we come down, sweep the short-term low. Remember, we are bearish. Sweep the short-term low, then push higher to then sell again. The other option is, of course, just push higher, then sell. But the reason I don't think that's as probable is because we have no short-term highs placed. So I believe we're going to place a short-term high, then trade back to it, and that's where we're going to get the move from. But we'll see. How's it going? What's happening? Rohit, you haven't traded anything today? I'm in Euro short, going nowhere. Yeah, my bias has shifted on Euro. I've actually got a bullish bias on Euro. Yesterday from here. Oh. So you can see the way that we were selling. We got into this sell. So we took a BE here through news. We got into this sell. Price came down, messed around, went break even on it. And during the market close, we had a bullish gap open up, which told me that the bias was bullish. We swept this low right here. We had a bullish area open up, so money in. and the entry came. Now we almost got taken out of BE right here, but I'm still in this trade. So if we do get taken out of BE, that's fine because it's more than likely going to run down to our target for this. So we're just going to let it run right now. But our bias currently is for price to run up and take out these highs that we have placed here. So we'll see. Remember, Orion's given us the biasing here. We don't need to like actively track what it's doing. We know what Orion is doing, which is studying the it's tracking the higher time frame areas that give us our directional bias, right? So if you've got any questions, make sure you ask them. Make sure you ask them if you have any questions. Always happy to answer them. We got on here. So let's have a look at, before we get on to these pairs, if anyone's in XRP, which I know some of you are, that is flying right now. Absolutely flying right now. So really, really nice expansive move through the high. Most of my holdings in crypto are in XRP. I'm down like right down low in here, so I'm getting some really decent gains out of it, which is nice. Bitcoin as well, looking like it's going to come up and make another all-time high. We'll see. There's some really, really nice movements there in the crypto market, and then when Trump gets inaugurated, then it's going to be even more bullish pressure, which is great. So you can see over here on Aussie, we had a bullish setup here, which didn't tap us in. Didn't get involved with that in the end. We had a break-even move there. Again, the break-even from this is the same with Euro and so on. And we did have the opportunity here to... Let me just delete all this 1 second. We did have the opportunity here to go short again from here. Like so. But the RR is too small. So we didn't take it because of that principle. And then we had a bias change, and then we're looking at possibly a new high move to come in. But we'll see. We've got this low, which could easily give us some more liquid to power upside moves. I am looking at potential counter moves for the US dollar pairs here. So Euro and GU, like I said about GU, I believe there's potential for this low to be ran and then price to go bullish again. Now, it's not a daily, so it doesn't line up with is it this? Let me turn this off for the daily. There we go. It doesn't line up for, what's it called? Counter trend trading. Sorry, I was reading the message at the same time there. Counter trend trading. So it's not necessarily going to be something that you can just jump in and get involved with. But if there's potential for the long move from there, then you obviously can look to trade it from a higher point. Rather than trying to catch the trade up, look to trade with the movement that comes after it. So we'll see if anything comes from this. We're coming down towards it now. We had this sell off here that unfortunately didn't give us a tap in, but it would have been a perfect trade down. We haven't ran any lows and we're starting to push back up. Our bias is bullish on this as well. U-Chef, this is actually shifted and we have a bias change on this. We're actually bearish now, which lines up perfectly with what we're saying for the US dollar pairs, right? We're looking for price action here to sell from the highs. And we go back over to GU, for example, we're still bearish on this, but I'm saying there's potential for a move like so. So remember guys, if you want to backtest the Orion trading system, using FX Replay is the great way to do it. It's gonna give you a complete summary of every single aspect of the chart work that you mark up. So does anyone have any questions? Does anybody have any questions? What about NESAB? What about them? We're still partnered with them. They just don't sponsor every stream. We're still a part of the NESAB group. They were in the UK on New Year's. Yeah, they just don't sponsor every single stream. If you look down in our description, we still got the link to NESAB in there. You head over to their Instagram, you'll see myself on there. Right, now that has just confirmed as a 4-hour low. So this right here now has liquidity at this point. We know that there's potential for what I said earlier, this level being hit and a long move coming back into the highs. And at that point, we may see a high established, but it honestly doesn't look like we're actually going to get one. So it may be something like this. Should be decent if that happens. What was the other pair that we were looking at? U-Chef, which we were looking at selling from the highs, right? That's coming in pretty damn hot right there. So we've got our alert set. We'll see if this decides to sweep the high out. So the other thing as well that we're looking to do is make the group mentoring service a free availability if you decide to fund your own account with Vantage.fx. Now, the reason I say that is because at the moment there is a few of the members that are using their own funds to trade, which is fine. And I know that a lot of them prefer to do that. They don't want to use funded accounts. They want to use their own accounts. So this way, it means that you don't have to pay for the monthly subscription. All you have to do is just fund your own trading account. As simple as that. What's everyone doing for the weekend? You guys busy? Looking forward to it? Are you looking forward to the weekend? Okay, so we just had an alert pop through here on NAS 100. NAS 100. Let's go. Okay, NAS 100, we are bullish, so that doesn't really give us a huge amount, to be honest. We're bullish on this, so that doesn't really matter for us. We were aiming for that point. We're not looking to trade from it. So we're just gonna keep an eye on UChef here, and we've got alert set and everything, so we'll know if these points are crossed. And UChef, there we go. Where are we? Up high, right? Yeah, there. Also, we're just watching this right here. Right, so we still haven't had any alerts on GU yet. We shall see. So if you're in the Discord, guys, make sure that you're posting any setups that you're looking at. Right now, like I said, we're looking for move out of here. And we're looking for a run down to the low. Then a move up and out here. We shall see. Back to you, chef. So far, pretty good reaction off that. Uh, what's going on, Tricky? How you doing? Any big changes at Pip Surfing? Well, since we last had a proper chat, I would say there's been a few big changes. I now work with a big investment firm in the Middle East, Nesab Investment. We've got partnerships with FX Replay. You can see on the screen we've got a partnership with Vantage FX. We've got not a partnership, more of an affiliate through My Funded FX. I trade a completely different system. I trade the Orion trading system now. A lot simpler, lot more straightforward, based around the understanding that I gained through working with Nesab, so working through the large investment firm. And honestly, apart from that, it's more of just simplicity. Simplicity has come forwards a lot more. Yeah, apart from that, mate, not a huge amount. I mean, there's a lot more content. There's a lot of, stuff to catch up on. But apart from that, we're just moving forwards, mate, really. Orion is becoming fully automated, so we're going to have a long-term investment version, the intraday trading version, and then obviously the system that you can just analyze and mark it up yourself. But yeah, lots of cool things have come, and we're just sort of leveling out into the new year. Well, I hope you're well. I hope you're not working too hard. I hope the family's well. What's going on, Void? Hope you're good. I hope everyone is well. Yes, yes, sir. That's it. Yep. Nesab Investment. You can go and check them out. Are you on? You on LinkedIn? Tricky. Look at the markets. Not interested. Yeah. To be fair, mate, we're seeing a couple of things that we're sort of looking at. Nothing huge though. Excuse me. This has just gone BE. Means this is probably going to run down to our TP. Hopefully, we'll see. If it messes around and doesn't get down to our target, then I'll probably just close it out at a small profit, to be honest. But yeah, we'll just see. We'll see what happens there. Let's take a look at oil, because still bullish. AU as well, that didn't tap in yesterday. That's right. Sneaky little one. EU will take yesterday's low. Yes, that's it. Final stretch now. By the end of the year, we'll be free. Yeah, nice, brother. Good stuff. What's going on? My local time only allows me to trade London session. Do Orion trading system still work? Well, just one time session, say 4 hours a day. Yes, it does, but you've got to look at it with the principle of you're going to have a lot less setups. You're going to have a lot less setups that come through. So let's just recap. For example, this setup, this triggered in at 2:30, so that's literally like New York Open. This setup also 3 p.m, so that's kind of New York Open too. That was a BE. That was during London. That never tapped in. That was early hours London. The ones from last week, I think if we go like AU, if I remember rightly, there was a pretty big AU trade last week, which came from this one. This was so that again is a New York. Well, it's 145, so it's kind of close to New York. But it does, yeah, it still works. It's just dependent on what pair you use and the kind of stuff that you're, or how much you're trying to capitalize on, if you were. Yeah, I'm on LinkedIn. I'll send you on Discord. Yeah, sweet. Send it over, bro. Yeah, or you can just search me on LinkedIn. Just Ross Hayes, you'll find me. Well, I'd like to think you'll find me, but whether you can or not. I'm just having a play around. I've got the new iPhone 16. Never had an iPhone before. Oi, what's going on? I've realised that it says that it's 618. I don't know why it says it's 618. It's definitely not 618. Trump taking office Monday. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to have a few alerts going off in a minute, I believe. So like this, for example, you see the way that we were trying to go long, stopped out, trying to go long, excuse me, BE, trying to go long, BE. That's fine if it wants to do that. That's fine. Here was a similar story. Straight to stop loss, no tap in, no tap in, no tap in. Here, we didn't take it. And again, here, we didn't take it. So you've got quite a lot of opportunities where price isn't actually giving you what you want it to do, really. But then there's going to be scenarios when price does give you pretty decent setups. Now, through our testing and through the forward testing, we know that the maximum losses you should take in a row without having a BE or a break between the losses itself should be 3 to 4, depending on what pair you're on. So expect the pairs to not give you setups every time. But for example, like last week, we come down here on oil, you got this trade, which is a 1 to 13 when you follow the trading from the low up to the high principle. Yeah, the same thing with, where was it? UChef. Last week, we had this beautiful trade, which was a 1 to 7.9. And then we had this, which was a miss, but it was a 6.1. Then we've got no entry, BE. And now we're looking again for a new entry. But it works out that by day, you're generally having like 0.2 to 0.3 trades per day, which ultimately means a trade every 3 days. Yeah, Alex, I bet you're getting excited because Mr. Gonald Bump is getting into getting into office. Old Gonald. Oh boy, I can't wait. We're gonna have a cook up on that day, boy. It's selling the news kind of play. Excuse me. What do we have? Do we have anything today? I don't believe we do we? Do we? No. Half one we had. Well, you can see it on the screen there. Half one we had something, but apart from that, we're clear for the day. Excuse me. We've just had a UJ alert go off, and this was a high being hit. Short-term high, but a high nonetheless. So we look for the same thing now. As you, chef. Sell the news, pump everything, then dump it once Trump's in. Start a new cycle. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I know we've got pretty good. Where are we? Pretty good moves on the cryptocurrencies. XRP pushing up nice. Bitcoin pushing up nice as well. That was a news push which absolutely fluked us. We had a nice push up, then price came down, then it's gone back up again. What else do we have? Doge. It's pretty good. XRP, like I say, is pretty good. And these were currencies that, oh wow, that's hit an all-time high again. Well, not an all-time high, but a high for where it's been at. Starting to trend back up. That's great. I got airdropped like a couple of hundred of these, completely free. So if they get up to a dollar or even half, I'll be happy. Then we've got, these were requests from some of you guys. This one and this. There was another one as well, wasn't there? What was the other one? Givo? Was it Givo? And this as well. I don't really know what half of them are, to be honest. Well, I know they're stocks, energy firms, I think. I think it's energy firms. So we're just taking another high right now. UJ also pushing up. AU coming down, that's great. Let's see if the rumors are true. Market's gonna open. That's 100 or NAS US 30 in different mode. Let's see. Go to NAS here. Yeah, NAS already flying. We're bullish on this as well, so it doesn't really help us, to be fair. Go take a look at the Dow Jones here in a second. See what that's doing. Pretty much the same as NASDAQ. Just pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. So if I'm not mistaken, that's a daily low right there that we take out, and we get an almost perfect Orion setup, which would be this right here. Buy stop loss below the low. Not sure where the target is for that, but we'll see. Again, I don't trade this. I'm not saying I took this trade. I'm just showing you, for example. And the high target is actually there. That's insane. I don't know what that is. 15. That's pretty juicy. That's a pretty juicy setup. But again, if you know the Orion system, you'll understand the principle of how you would have traded this. There was also a BE scenario here, which is that. Goes up, you'd go break even because you're around the 2R. Here there's no setup. Here there's also a BE. BE or stop loss, either or. Call it either, doesn't really matter. One or the other. So that's pretty decent. Again, until Orion's actually automated, scalping mode activated. Here. VIX firing up. Still looking here. Potential here. Still got a bit of time before this actually gives us anything, so we won't get too excited right now. Uh, right. Big shift down and then pull up. Obviously, we've had New York Open, so there's going to be some liquidity shifting about. Gee, you didn't quite take that setup. Still waiting on this. Wow. Still very sluggish right now. Remember, guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button. I appreciate it. Pretty sure we got one like right now. One like. Yeah, I'm sure we can do better than that, right? Just smash the hell out of that button. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. You're looking at AU buys. Yes, I see it as well, my dude. We see, until we get that formation though, there's nothing really there. It's just possibilities, which obviously we don't want to run off of any kind of possibilities. We want certainties. We don't want if muts. We don't want if buts or maybes. We want certainties, absolutes. Remember sharing our content with a friend and passing on the information that we give helps a million, so we really appreciate it. Although we're not really giving much information right now, so okay. So we've got potential now for this coming through. The same with U Chef. Well, actually, not the same with U Chef. UJ is not showing any signs of turning around. Euro and GU. GU still hasn't run the low, which is kind of annoying. We're still looking for this to sell as well, I believe. So this has potential as well for pushing back here into the highs. We'll see. Okay, so we're still just waiting for this move to come through here. 13 minutes left on the AU. Let's see. So we're 1 hour into the live stream. So moving forwards, guys, we're going to make a few shorts that are more like very small, informative shorts. They're not going to be like today in London session we took this. It's just going to be like this trade was a losing trade, but the rules were met, so we take it anyway, sort of thing. Or this trade was a winning trade, our rules were met, so we followed our risk and we aimed for the point X, for example. Because what's happening is at the moment we're having a lot of people view our stuff and watch it all the way through, but we're not getting the engagement. So the idea is if we give less information in a smaller dose, we should get engagement for more information to be gathered, right? That's generally the premise of what we're going for. But we'll see. We'll see. We're going to start doing those on Monday. We'll start recording and editing those. So guys, remember, we're going to start doing group mentoring very soon. If you want to be a part of that group mentoring completely free, all you have to do is fund an account through Vantage-FX. Just go over to the Vantage-FX website and just put in however much you want to trade with in future. And then Once you've got that account made, you send that over to me and I will give you access to the group mentoring, which will teach you Orion from the ground up. So guys, this Sunday is my birthday. I'm going to be 31 years old. An old boy. A real old boy. Ba, 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 ba. So it looks like we're going to open up a gap here. Looks like Euro's going to open up a gap as well, actually. We'll see. We've still got a little bit now. Still got a little bit of time. Nothing too crazy going on right yet. Okay, so we do have quite a high possibility here. I mean, obviously there's a big old gap right now. Let's go back to AU. See, same thing. Getting pretty far up though into the areas where we sort of want to target. Cheers, mate. Not my birthday yet. It's George's birthday the day before. That's the crazy thing. It's literally George's birthday the day before. This is the most tedious part of having these kind of days, is waiting for the setups to confirm, waiting for the areas to potentially be hit. This is why I said before, once the Orion system becomes automated, these live streams aren't going to be like this, because we're not going to be sitting around waiting for setups like this. I mean, we don't even have to sit around and wait for this setup, to be honest, but the main principle is we want to show you guys that you don't have to have the you don't have to have the, how do I say, the automation, you know, the big funded account. You don't have to have all that kind of stuff. You can just have the basics in terms of the knowledge of understanding the Orion trading system, and you'll be able to trade it. Yeah, I've just had my mic muted. This whole time. I've had my mic muted. Okay, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up there. You guys know what you're looking for, so I don't need to be sitting here telling you what to look for. You guys know what you're looking for. So the important thing is to make sure that you follow the rule set, follow the Orion trading system. Stay in line with all of the kind of things that you know you should be doing. Oh my lordy. Of course, Tricky. No problem. It's been a bit of a slow one today, to be honest. Mind how you go. Take it easy, brother. We're going to shoot off as well, guys. It's been a pleasure, as always. I've got a couple of things I need to go and do. But, like I always say, you know that we are here to help you grow and improve. So if you are learning the Orion trading system, you will see improvement in the way that you predict price action, the setups you take, and the way that you actually trade. Remember, if you want to be a part of the group sessions, all you need to do is set up an account with FundedFX with VantageFX, and fund it with the amount that you would like to trade with, and then you can join the group sessions completely free. So I will see every single one of you in Monday's live session, and of course Sunday we will be posting our markups as we always do. And until then, guys, have a great weekend, and I will see you all very soon. Peace out, guys, and love to every single one of you. Peace out. Ciao, ciao.